a great setup that I'm continuing what have been said in the last pitch. So I will talk in another dimension, which is how we scaled to Cairo. So to give you a background, we started our business at Alexandria, and then we started expansion afterwards after 1 year of operations at Alexandria to Cairo. So at the beginning, I'm a pharmacist. I've been in this industry for the past 12 years. I worked at different pharma companies, Pfizer, Novartis, and Takeda. Mainly, I was head of market access. The Egyptian market is the largest and the fastest growing market at Africa. It's $5 billion market, as well as historically, and the forecasted growth is the fastest one. So we're talking about a large market, as well as expected to grow by 12% as cumulative annual growth rate in the upcoming 5 years. Yet, if we took a deeper look about the market, it is a fragmented market. So there is more than 2,000 suppliers, as well as more than 60,000 pharmacies. The connection between them is still very primitive. Mainly, the procurement is done on phone calls. Accordingly, there is a great room for automation for this industry. But yet, this is not the only challenge that the pharmacist is facing, but mainly they are having different challenges from the financing scarcity, as most of them have to pay for their supplies cash on delivery. Accordingly, this is a huge financial burden. And the other part is inconvenient delivery, as some of the suppliers don't even provide delivery service. So as Pharmacy Marts, we are an end-to-end B2B solution, having 3 different verticals, which is the marketplace, B2B marketplace, connecting suppliers, wholesalers, as well as the manufacturers with the pharmacies. The second vertical, which is inventory financing. And the third part, which is the delivery service. This screenshot of our platform, it is very easy. The pharmacist can search for whatever medication, get a live quotation, and then he can select the payment terms as well as the delivery cycle, either the timing as well as the address. This is a screenshot of our, let's say, complete products, the website, the mobile app, as well as the internal apps, to give you a view about the tech. All the tech is built in-house, so accordingly, it's been a great journey building this product. But where it all began, which is Alexandria. When we started at Alexandria, it is our home city actually. It is a population of 6 million people. It have 4,000 pharmacies, as well as the market size was $6 million US dollars. On the other side, there was no competition, as well as the market readiness was very low. Internally, we launched only the MVP. The MVP means that even the customer cannot reset the password. So the very basic product, as well as our team was 8 employees. We have only 2 suppliers, as well as only 500 SKUs on our platform. Moving fast forward, when we expanded to Cairo after 1 year at Alexandria, it's a huge market. Cairo, it's a 22 million population, as well as, which is in comparison with other country, it's 2x size of Tunisia, 3x size of Libya, and as well as 4x Congo, Cape Town, or Nairobi. So if you are expanding to Cairo, it is like you are expanding to a new, let's say, country, not only a new city. On the other side, the market size, Cairo is considered a key hub for the medical sector, for Africa as well as the Middle East. It is $2 billion US dollars market only for Cairo. So this is the challenges that we faced since we have been operating in Alexandria for 1 year. So we expanded to Cairo, but yet we faced some challenges. The first one, which is the geographical area, or serving a large geographical area. As mentioned, we do the operations as well. So how we solved this, we have the operations on, let's say, a zone level. So this is one of the important things that you need to have when you're expanding to a huge geographical area, as well as adapting the customer experience to be based on their geography. So this is one of the key things that we had, as well as in order to do this and to do the delivery within same-day delivery, we built a huge network of suppliers in order to ensure that we're doing the fulfillment for every customer at every zone in a very quick way. The other challenge, which is the customer behavior. The customer behavior here let's say in Cairo is different than Alexandria. They do bulk ordering. Accordingly, we added different functionalities to the tech side, which is, for example, bulk ordering, for example, by uploading Excel sheet in order to ease the process for the customers. And the second part, the financing needs for the customer here is much larger. Accordingly, we partnered with different fintech companies as well to support the customers with a higher ticket size to satisfy their business needs. Here in Cairo, the tech acceptance was much higher than Alexandria. Accordingly, we need to differentiate ourselves further, as well as providing the customers with much advanced products. So we launched two mobile apps, iOS and Android app for the customers, as well as added the option of online payment, as somehow the customers here at Cairo are more digitized than Alexandria. We found competition, but yet this is, let's say, it's a good and let's say a good and bad thing in the same time. But let's say in a good way that it is having more share of voice for the digital solutions, so that the market is somehow more mature. For the, let's say, downside, which is it's competition, but yet you need to differentiate yourself. So we added different services. For example, as mentioned, the financing. We added different delivery rounds, which is giving the customers a very fast service, as well as having a huge network of suppliers, which give the customers access to a huge number of SKUs, around currently 27,000 SKUs. On the other side, we needed to ensure that we have competitive share of voice through a clear brand identity that we have as Pharmacy Marts, communicating to the customers through omni-channel engagements, either the face-to-face, our sales team, or through the digital channels. And the last thing, which is not only having to communicate with the customers, but communicating with the customer with the right frequency as well through a dedicated sales team app. So when you scale, you need to ensure that the strategy is aligned with the team, rather than having a team of 8 employees. When you have a team of 100 employees, it's totally different. So you need to ensure that you are aligning everyone in the organization for the strategy. Accordingly, it starts with selecting the right people to fit the culture of the organization, creating an outcome-driven organization, having a specific KPIs for every one of the organization, as well as allocating the right resources. As when you expand, you can have over-resourcing, which is a very wrong thing. So it is ensuring the right resource optimization is very important as well in this stage. And further than this, you cannot, let's say, grow alone. You need a lot of partnerships and a lot of support in order to grow your business. Accordingly, we build a huge, let's say, network and collaboration of partnerships in order to, let's say, satisfy the customer's needs. So at the end, the key success factors, it is listening to the customer, having the right customer feedback, even if you are operating at the same, let's say, country, but yet at different governance, maybe the customer needs are different. This is one of the key learnings. The second part, which is adapting the tactics based on the customer needs as well, which is sticking to the strategy, but yet you can adapt your tactics to improve your growth and to adapt with the market. And the last point, which is having the right partnerships. You cannot grow alone. Accordingly, having the right partners is one of the key factors of success as well. So currently, as we speak, our impact, we are serving a geography of 40 million people, reaching for more than 8,000 pharmacies, having more than 27,000 SKUs, currently having more than 100 suppliers, as well as more than 100 employees. We launched different tech products, the web-based platform, the mobile app, as well as launching the ERP system soon this year, expanding further in Egypt. We are currently covering 50% of the country and planning to expand further. So this is a glimpse about our ERP system that will be launched by the end of the year. And after that, we are looking forward to expand further to Africa. And at the end, it couldn't be done without the great team behind it all. And thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Wait over there. Does anyone have any questions for this fantastic young man over here?
Thank you.
Any questions about scaling in Egypt, building a startup in Egypt, growing a startup to Cairo, success stories?
Can you just maybe now tell us what's going to happen next with scaling up across territory? Do you have a strategy for scaling up outside of Egypt?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
what is that? Which go-to-market strategy for that?
So if we are talking about, let's say for some of the markets like the GCC, you need some, let's say, key partnerships in this space in order to expand to those markets. So if we're talking about the GCC markets, of course, it will be by joint ventures. Some of the African countries have our, let's say, same market dynamics, which is very, very important thing. And of course, you need to have access to these markets, let's say, having the right investors there to give you the right network. This is one of the key things. We are blessed to have a great network of, let's say, investors.
Very, very cool. Any further questions? If we're all good, thank you very much.
Pharmaceuticals.
Big round of applause.